Let's do a problem from your lab assignment, section 11.1, problem number 3. If $5,000 is invested at 3% interest compounded annually, then after n years, the investment is worth a sub n is equal to 5,000 times 1.03 to the nth power in dollars. So in this exercise, they want us to do a couple things. First, they want us to find the first 5 terms of the sequence. Well, the first 5 terms would be when n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So here we have 5,000 times 1.03 to the first power. And we can use our calculators to do that. So 5,000 times 1.03, and that's 5150. And then they want us to find out what 5,000 times, and then we have a parentheses here. That's 1.03 raised to the second power. So 1.03 raised to the second power is 1.0609, and then we multiply that by 5,000, and we have this number, 5304.5. So we're going to want the first 5 terms of this. So instead of typing this in, I'm going to use something a little bit quicker, although it's probably overkill, but let's take a look at our Excel file. So here's our Excel file. So I'm going to use this to be the powers for n, so I'll label it as n, 1, 2, and then I can just click and drag to go as far as I need to. In this problem, I only need to go to 5. And then this is your expression, a sub n. And so that expression is actually equal to 5,000. So let's say equals 5,000. And then we want to multiply it times 1.03. And then we'll use a caret for the power. And then we're going to use this number as the power. Okay, so I think there was a correction there. Oh, I forgot to put the multiplication sign, so it wants the multiplication sign. So this is our first number, and then I just click and drag to get our second number, and this is what we have. So what we want to do to find A3, A4, A5 is just simply click and drag, and that gets us our values. So we can round to 2 decimal places, and I don't know if you guys know about Excel, but if you click Control A, and then say that we're dealing with currency here, it automatically will round to 2 decimal places and then throw in that dollar sign as well. So let's see, our A3 is 5463.64, our A4 is 5627.54, and then our A5 is 5796.37. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a quick way to do this, and accountants use Excel. Some of them do, and then they are able to find values like this really quickly. So that's kind of practical. Now the question is a sequence convergent or divergent? So imagine taking the limit of this sequence as n goes off to infinity. So what would happen there? As you can see, it gets higher and higher, and there's a 5,000 in front of this sequence, but the 5,000 is constant, so we can take that out. And then I don't know if you guys remember the rules for this, but if you have an exponential expression and your variable is your power, and the variable goes off to infinity, the value of this will either be 0 or infinity, or 1. So if this number inside of the parentheses is less than 0, or it's less than 1, sorry. If this number is less than 1, like a 0.7 or 0.9, as you go off to infinity, this is going to go down to 0, exponential decay. If it's equal to 1, well, it's just going to be 1. If it's bigger than 1, like in this case, it's going to go off to infinity. So it looks like for this particular problem, our limit does not exist. And so if it does not exist, the limit does not converge, so the sequence must be divergent. All right, hope that helps.